how to get more leads from Google Ads. So in this video, I want to show you 5 different ways or 5 strategies that you can use to get more leads from your Google Adwords account. Now, there's so many different ways I can cover, but today I'm only going to cover the 5 different ways which we use and are some of the most priority ways that we use in order to attract more leads to make sure that our Google account works for us and we build profitable Google Ads campaigns. So the first strategy that you need to make sure that you implement within your Google Ads campaign is research. Now, sounds quite simple, but what you need to do, you need to make sure that you have researched your competitors, what keywords they're using, which ads they are using. And a great tool to do this is called spyfu.com. Now, I'll be putting a link somewhere below this video. Do use it. You can even sign up for a free 7-day trial, and you'll be able to see exactly which keywords your competitors are using to drive more leads or get more leads for their business using Google Ads. You can see what ads they're using, so what ad copy they're using. So that doesn't mean to say that you copy their keywords or you copy the ads. What it means is that you look at what they're doing and you see how that is applicable to your business and how you can model what they're doing to improve on it and implement into your business. Because you might find some tips, hey, they're using these sort of headlines, but we're not using these headlines, so let's use those, right? Or on the same note, you might discover that they're using certain keywords which you might need to make into a negative. So it's not just working out which keywords that you want to use, but also which keywords you want to use as negative keywords. Now, the second thing that you need to make sure is you need to make sure you use expert mode. Now, what expert mode means is when you're setting up a Google Ads account, Google will take you to their default wizard, right? And what happens is at the very bottom of the very first screen when you're setting up a Google Ads account, it's got something called switch to expert mode. That's the option that Google does not want you to click on, because if you click on that, they make less money. They want to have total control of your campaigns. So the amount of campaigns I see which are built using this, what they call the express mode, is unbelievable. And you're just pouring money into a drain by letting Google have too much control of your Google Ads campaign. So make sure that you switch over to expert mode to get full control of your Google Ads campaign. Point number 3 that you need to do is you need to make sure buying intent. Now, when it comes to keywords, you can have buying intent keywords and you can have research intent keywords. Now, if you look at your account, how many of your keywords are research intent and how many are buying intent? The difference is research intent is when someone is just looking for information and they got no they've got no aspiration to buy from you or inquire with you. They're just researching because they want to, like, hey, what's the average weight of something, or how do you measure the size of a cupboard or your tiles or whatever. So they've got no intent to buy. Buying intent is where they want to buy something from you. For example, a 6-foot wooden cupboard, or floor tiles, or ceramic floor tiles in blue. They are buying intent keywords, okay? So make sure that majority of your keywords are buying intent and very few keywords are research intent. Again, it's one of the main areas that a lot of businesses lose their money by having too many like how-to type of videos. How do you do this? Or what's the meaning of this? Or where do you find this information from? They are research intent. Scrap those keywords or minimize the amount of keywords that you have which are research intent, and maximize the amount of keywords that you have which are buying intent keywords. The next thing that you want to do is test your ad copy. Now, what I mean by that is your ads is what Google will look at, or your users will look at when they decide whether they want to click on your ad or your competitor's ad. So when somebody conducts a search, the text that you see at the top of the screens, the 4 ads that you see, you want to make sure that those are very well written and researched. And again, I'll go back to my tool which I recommended earlier on, the Spy Fu tool. Take a look at what your competitors are doing and create ads which are meaningful, and they're going to invite people to click on your ad rather than your competitor's ad. But at the same time, make sure you also disqualify people from clicking on your ads if they're not going to be your audiences. For example, if you're selling a product for $1,000, it's sometimes good to put a price indication into your ad so that people who only want to spend $200 are not going to click on your ad. So make sure you use good ad copy and keep testing your ad copy to see which one's good and which one's not so good, and which one's working, which one's driving more conversions, and which one is not driving so many conversions. The last thing you want to do is expert help. What I mean by that is you might be great in your area of expertise, whatever that is, right? So you want to make sure that you get some form of help, advice or guidance from someone who's already an expert. Because let's face it, if you haven't ever done a Google Ads campaign before and you set one up, a lot of people say, oh, it doesn't work. It's not because it doesn't work, it's because of the way you set it up. Right? There's so many hidden options within Google, and most of the hidden options are favored towards Google making money and not yourself necessarily making money. So get help from an expert, even if it's like you create your own account and you want to make it live. So just before making it live, show it to a Google Ads expert and say, you know what, I've got this Google Ads account. What do you think of it? Right? And they will pick some real good golden nuggets for you to say, hey, don't do this, or don't use this strategy, or change your ads to whatever, or don't use these sorts of keywords, or use these types of negatives. We can go on and on and on, right? Use these sorts of site links and extensions and so on. They'll be able to give you a wealth of advice about how to set up your Google Ads account properly. In this link below, if you want, you can contact us and we'll be more than happy to help you out. In my agency, we do a lot of Google Ads audits, whereby people come to us and say, hey, I've already got a Google Ads account, or I want to launch one. Can you help us, or can you audit our Google Ads account? I've also got resources in the description below, so that if you want to learn it yourself, you can buy books on Google Ads, and I've got some recommended books. I mean, myself, I published a book which became an Amazon bestseller. So feel free to click on the link and purchase the book. I hope that helps. Please do hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications button, so that when I do produce new content, you'll be the first to be notified. And also, if you've got any questions about tips and techniques that you think that we should use when setting up a Google Ads account to get more leads into your business, get more sales into your business, let me know in the comment below what strategies you're using to create a successful, profitable Google Ads account to help grow your business. Thank you guys, and I hope that video has helped. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Goodbye for now.